Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to today's English class entitled Asking Occupation and Marital Status. Asking occupation and marital status. First of all, I'm going to explain to you the word occupation. Occupation in another terms means job, profession, or work, line of work, or line of trade, or simply employment or line of business. Okay, those words means only occupation. When somebody asks you what's your occupation, in other terms he asks you what is your line of business. Okay, what is your line of work, what is your line of trade. Okay, your career is about, okay, it's about your career, your occupation. So occupation is a noun. It can be used with the verb to have or to get an occupation, or to have an occupation. I have an occupation. I get an occupation. Okay, I have a new occupation in my office. Okay, job. Okay, occupation means job. So the second word important you need in order to understand today's lesson is marital. Marital is an adjective. As always, the adjectives comes before the noun. So you say marital status. Marital means matrimonial, matrimonial or conjugal. Matrimonial or conjugal means something related to the marriage. Okay, wedded also we say in English, wedded, something related to marriage. Now status means position. Okay, so when they ask you what's your marital status, they want to know your position in relation to the marriage. Okay, in relation to marriage, what is your rank, what's your position, even if they don't speak like that in English, but this is the meaning that you need to get in your mind when they ask you what's your marital status. So you need a dialogue in which they talk about occupation and marital status, because the two things are linked together, because somebody can get married only when he has an occupation. With no job, no way to get a wife, no way to have a house. So if you are jobless, you have to fight in order to find a job and to get married. Otherwise, life is difficult. So let's start today's lesson. It's a dialogue between Mr. Jew and Mr. Smart. Now listen. Good. First, read the dialogue and I'm going to explain you that. Good evening, sir. Evening. Are you married? No, I am not. Why? You are old enough to be married. No, I'm young. I'm even younger than you. Maybe. Then what's your marital status? I'm married. Do you have any children? Yes, I have 2 sons and a daughter. How old is your first son? He's 10. Do you work? Yes, I do. What company do you work for? I work for myself. Okay, I work for myself, not in a company. Now let me explain you quickly. Married means wedded. Okay, someone who's wedded is married. I'm married. No, are you married is a question. You have to respect the intonation. Are you married? Are you married? No, I'm not. Why? The reason. Okay, you are old enough to be married. It means the person has exceeded the normal age to get married, even if there is no normal age to get married. But here in Africa, when you are 60, you can't get married. Okay, you are too old. You can do other things, father. Huh? You are too old. Don't look for a wife. Stay like that. If you don't want, it's your problem. Okay, I say like that. You can do other things. Don't look for a wife. So you are old enough to be married. Okay, you are 60. You are 70. Okay, you are old enough to be married. So the guy say, no, I'm young. Young is the opposite of old. Okay, when somebody is 16 is young. When somebody is 25 is young. But when somebody is 40, 45 is no more young. No, maybe. Maybe means perhaps. Okay, when you doubt about something, you say perhaps, maybe. What's your marital status means what's your position, okay, in relation to marriage. Okay, are you wedded or you are married? Okay, this one they expect you to respond. What's your marital status? Say, I'm married. Married. Now the question, do you have children? So I focus more on the word children. Children is the irregular plural form of child. 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 Kid. Okay. Now it asks, do you have any children? Yes, I have 2 sons and a daughter. Now, how old is your first son? So this question, we use that when you want to know somebody's age, okay? So when you want to know my age, say, teacher, how old are you? Okay, how old are you? How old are you, to know somebody's age, okay? So how old is your first son? Okay, I want to know the age of your first son. So the question, do you work? Do you work? I want to know if you have an occupation, you have a job, you have a profession, okay? Do you work? Say, yes, I do. If you don't have a job, say, no, I don't. Now, what company do you work for? I work for myself. It means I don't work in a company. I work for myself. So thank you for listening to today's lesson. It was your humble teacher, Mr. Fire. If you are pleased with my lesson, you need to get subscribed in my channel. Sign up. It will be a good thing and you will learn more with me. Goodbye.